Okay. Now then, I suppose that it is time for some Knights of the Old Republic. Now we can get this all going here. Sorry, let me just make sure everything is in place. Alright, I did add in 2 additional commands just before stream, which is why it took me a little bit longer to get started. There have been 2 commands added. One is the cursed crumble command that Angry Angel determined needed to be here. And there is also a link to my project band now, which you can do. Oh gosh, that made me panic. There it is. So yeah, Crumble is open to everybody. Feel free to spam it if you must. Yeah, and then we can also do exclamation absent.
Guess what she said.
And by doing exclamation absent, we'll provide a link to my project group. In fact, I've got one in the oven. Would you like some? Some crumble? I'm not sure that I do, Miller. I'm not sure that I do. All right. Let's see. Where did we... yes. We were out in the middle of nowhere. Apple crumble? Hey, Keo. Welcome in. Yeah, we are just literally starting into the actual game. I had a bit of stuff to go over for the community before we got started, so... we're looking for the next Starforge map. We assisted in resolving a problem for the Tusken Raiders and the Zerka Corp. That's a crate dragon out there. Suck a hen. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Well, that's weird. I don't know why that RAR didn't go through. Oh, it does have a cooldown. And a loosen up. I mean, we just got started, but yeah, sure. I do believe that Keo is planning on doing some more streaming after the first of the year. So, yeah. I know that she was trying to get through the Final Fantasy VII Remake before the release of the new game. That is coming up real fast. Crate Dragon is easy clap. I say you fight 3 at a time.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
And Hell followed with you, posted though. Yeah. I found a few things yesterday. It was pretty awesome. Well, that moron's dead. Greetings to you, human. I believe I saw you in Anchorhead. I thought I would see you on your dunes. You look like a hunter. Perhaps you are interested in the ways of the hunt. Will you help me? I have tracked a very special beast to its lair. A crate dragon, the largest of the Tatooine Desert predators. It is an honored creature... Yeah, an honored creature to hunt, although we must use unorthodox methods today. I feel like I missed something in here. Don't know, she doesn't specify. Oh, I missed my my loosen up. Appreciate that. Now, I felt like this week was actually kind of, it went really quickly up until today, and then today it was just kind of a real slog to get through the work day. Which is kind of really annoying when all you want to do is go home and play some guitar or video games or just hang out with people. So yeah, that wasn't so much fun. Why do you want me and not another hunter? Why should I trust you? I'm looking for star map. Maybe it's in that dragon's lair. Probably. If it's such an honor, why do you want help? A valid question. This is a very critical fight. Old dragons are rare to see. Rarer still is the apparent size of this one. It is larger than the one my father felled a decade ago, and he is too far out of his territory and must be dealt with. I might not prevail alone, human, but I must try. Why should we kill this great beast? The natural cycle on Tatooine spans hundreds of years, but there are complications that must be addressed, complications from our presence. Crate dragons feed on banthas. If the numbers of either species fall, the growth grows... Oh, wow, too fast. Now settlers use banthas, so there are less for the dragons to eat. There is... this one is moving closer to Anchorhead. Perhaps there will be more, but he is the threat tonight. I'll help. Give me information about how. Exclamation, no try. It's actually a quiet clip. I'm probably needing to go through and boost the sound on that one.
Or do not. There is no try.
Appreciate the shout out, you magnificent of the abyss named Commander Shore. Exclamation dork. I'll help give me more information about how. They must bait the great beast out of hiding and ambush him swiftly.
Dork
There is
Army represent.
no room to engage him in the lair, and his hide will repel blaster fire. I have placed mines around the mouth of the cave. We must coax him out. But this is the end of the season for hibernation. It will take much to rouse him. The food of a beast this size is almost exclusively banthas, and foolish hunters. If we are not careful to lure him out, we must lure his food to tempt him. I'll re-lead the banthas here. They too have their food choice. We must find some bantha fodder to lead the banthas here. I have a few ideas about where this may be found. Sand people keep bantha herds, so some of them must have fodder on their hand or in a settlement. A vendor in Anchorhead also had some. He had a kiosk in the spaceport. If you find fodder and bait the banthas here, the mines will deal with the dragon as it emerges to feed. Not exactly a glorious hunt, but it will ensure the safety of the region. Seems very easy. What aren't you telling me? There is one added threat. The Sand People regard banthas as sacred. Attempting to feed the herd in this area will likely lead to an attack. We are far from the weakened tribes around Anchorhead. The Sound People of this region are strong, fierce, and will think of nothing of killing you. Be careful. Look, I have your fodder. Do I actually have fodder? Yet more Sand People. I've dealt with their kind before. You likely mean the tribe that has been harassing Zerka Corporation. This group used to be the Deep Desert. They appear to be much more dangerous. This group is used to the Deep Desert. Uh-huh. Okay, so we're talking about different people. I have your fodder. Good. Now there's a herd that moves out into the desert. Lead them there, approach them with the fodder, and lead them here. I'll see what I can do. I wish you luck against the Sand People. When you return, the dragon will fall. I wish it could be under more sporting circumstances, but we must do what the circumstances call for. I had hoped for a mirror of my father's expedition, but that will have to wait. I think we're going to take... if we're going to be fighting Sand People, I do not want mission in my party. I can't change my party at the moment. That is rude. Exclamation to the Hellfire. Tekken 8 demo is worth the hype. Thank you, Reaper. Yeah, Reaper may drop in another couple of hours. Just depends on what time he went to bed. This bantha perks up as you approach. Obviously attracted to the smell of the fodder you are carrying. The whole herd falls in step. Mr. Coffee Salo. All right.
I'm here. What?
What?
Fighting for their life, fighting for their family, except it ain't Shakespeare. It's not a game at all. This ain't friggin' Shakespeare. Bantha's still following us? No. Well, that's rude. I believe that they should be. So Scorns, is the Tekken 8 one of those things that you're planning on streaming, or are you going to do that solo? Yeah, I have a few games that I'm kind of anticipating getting this next year, but I don't know whether or not... Yeah, I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to play some of the new stuff live. Good job. Come talk to me. We're talking right now, you moron. I don't know, this streamer cheats. Do you have any proof? How's it going, V? Who else was your loudest fans? As a matter of fact, B was the #1 loudest fan. Loudest fans. So we had pretty much everybody that's here. So it was V followed by Rar, and then Kyo, Scorns, Moonlit Shadows was one of them. We had King in the list. I'm pretty sure Mellar was in there as well. Wookie 712, and I feel like I'm missing somebody else as well. Please stop cheating? No. Like I said, until you can prove that I'm cheating, I will continue doing what I'm doing. My name, yes. I was just saying you were one of my loudest fans in the Twitch recap. Gonna be both, mostly solo, because I'll do the no-life gaming style. Woo, top 5. Quickly, be ready. The Banthas are in position and will soon stir our restless prey. Let the minds do their job. Quickly. Don't worry, I'm ready. Wait, what was that rumbling sound? Oh boy, he's a big one. I hope we're not making any mistakes here. Boom! And in case anybody hasn't been on my Discord server within the last few days, we do have a new Discord channel specifically for Star Wars. So yeah, if you guys like to participate in Star Wars conversations, memes, discussions about video games, movies, TV shows, it's all in the server now. It is done, and the great beast is dead. To my shame, I denied him a final fight, but I will honor his memory to make amends. I thank you for your aid, human. You have earned a share of the victory, such as it is. Thanks, we did what we had to be done. Regrettably so. I just hope you remember there were higher reasons for this. Don't let the spoils be your only reason for the hunt. Wealth fades, the sands remain. I thank you for your help here today, human. I shall see you again, I am sure. Well, I should be. You certainly were. Some locked doors and containers. This does not appear to be a locked door or a container, but can be opened by bashing or blasting them with a weapon until they open. Not all doors or containers can be successfully bashed. To bash an object, select it. Select bash from the target. We're gonna go around to the belly. That's all, huh? Lots of dead folk around here. Chewed human corpse. That painting of Morgul from Lord of the Rings I've shared on Discord was incredible. Oh, on Instagram? I don't know if I saw that one. Like I said, for me with Instagram, I have a personal account that I made just because my siblings liked to share reels with me. I really do not spend very much time on Instagram aside from sending and receiving reels, so I apologize if I miss posts. I try to be as active for you as I can be, but I spend most of my time on Discord, if I'm being honest. Hey, our star map was behind the Great Dragon all this time.
Hey, it's one of those star maps, ain't it? Kind of weird finding it in the back of a crate dragon's lair, don't you think?
The star map is an artifact of the dark side. The great dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power, only to be enslaved by it.
Say, now that we've got the star map, do you think we can leave this planet soon? We've got sand everywhere.
Sand everywhere. It's coarse, it's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. Oh, wait, you were the one that, Okay, yeah, I think... I might not have realized that that's what it was when you had shared it with me. That was that painting you were, That was that painting you were telling me that you could see me owning. That was pretty impressive. Sorry, Scorns. I was thinking maybe you were talking about something else. So many good clips I've shared on the Discord community, but they're all great. They're like my children in a way. Am I being stabbed with love or irritation? Dewback. These are just the bodies of the sand people that we slayed earlier, right? Yeah. As far as I can tell, I don't think that there is anything else out this way. Of course, we gotta explore, right? And now we've got zoomies. Dora the Explorer. I guess we are not going that way. It's Sand People territory. Don't think we need to go that way. Or was that the way we came in from? No. No, it wasn't. To the Dune Sea. Well, we wrapped up Tatooine a lot earlier than I thought we were going to. I am still kind of wondering just how much further in this game we've got. It seems that we are maybe not that far into this game. But I would need somebody more familiar with it to inform me exactly how far in we actually are. $2024, the year my wallet be in shambles. I mean, same. If we're being honest, big same. You need Arctic, I know. Yeah, his work schedule, I think he says he works Saturdays, so not too surprising. I think if I stream Saturday evenings, he usually ends up showing up. But if I stream Friday nights, then I get Melar instead. So I have to choose. I have to choose between Melar or Arctic, it would seem. Cantina, swoop registration, hunting lodge. Okay. Bastila seems to have something on her mind.
How can I help?
You wish to talk to me?
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me.
You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think.
Uh-huh.
You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
Never been seen in the same room. What if we are the same person? Suppose that is an entirely good possibility. I love this is the kind of flirtation Bastila responds to. How's it going, Pure Pazak Chess? Good to see you again. Just have to annoy her until she kisses you. Oh, you can do that. Okay. Good to know. I make you tremble? Do you get all... Gosh. You get all tingly inside, too?
What? No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy. Or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid
Forgot this is first playthrough. No worries.
You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety.
Like giving affection to Lydia from
Only
Skyrim.
the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know that temptation very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person
Prefer a
would you have
simple
to
life,
become
that's
to
why I'm
perform
married.
such deeds gladly?
This style of flirtation also works on me. Everyone I've seriously dated has been incredibly annoying. Sometimes you just have to antagonize people. I'm kind of with Malar. I prefer simple life. Kyo and I are very good at not antagonizing each other. I'd be annoying my fiance. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a certain amount of it that's annoying. Sure, yeah. But antagonistic is not a word that I think comes to mind. Not to describe my relationship, anyway. I antagonize myself. I don't need somebody else. Belligerent, perhaps, a better word. Yeah, I could see that, maybe. To some degree. Stand with Metal King. So some of the conversation here for this Bastila interaction kind of reminds me a little bit about some of what happened with Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, I'm not going to talk about spoilers for that game, because I do know that there's some people in here who might still be interested in it. But if you haven't played Jedi Survivor, I finished it the other day, and I really enjoyed the story in it. I really did. Unfortunately, I felt like the game was unpolished as far as its performance goes. It should have ran better. It could have definitely ran better if they had taken more time with it. But overall, it had a pretty good story, and the mechanics in it were actually still pretty good. yeah, I would say that it all performed quite as much as I expected it to, as far as mechanically speaking. But yeah, if you haven't played Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order, I highly suggest you play those games because they are quite awesome, and deal a little bit more with the blurred line, I would say, between the light and dark sides of the Force. So, give a depth review. Really just go into it. Dear Tablature Sites, when a song is tuned down a step and the tablature itself says down a step, please don't sort in the standard tuning stuff. Thank you. Yeah. What are you using? Ultimate Guitar or Ultimate Tabs? Ultimate Guitar Tabs? Something like that. Is Survivor the new one? It's named like Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast, but it's connected. Is it connected to those? No, they are not. They're not connected at all. Blurred line between light and dark, you say? You should play KOTOR too. That is in the works eventually. I would love to be able to do that one. As I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream, the community vote has closed on my Discord server, with Spyro Reignited being our clear winner in the community poll. That means that we are probably going to be walking away from Star Wars for the time being, but I think I will put KOTOR 2 up for discussion down the road as a potential candidate for a future poll, unless I don't pick it outrightly myself. So, but no, Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, you play as Cal Kestis in both of those games, so those two are directly related. They go in between, so it's Fallen Order first, and that one is 5 years after the Clone Wars, and then Survivor is 10 years after the Clone Wars. So, Survivor is in the Disney canon? Yes. Yes, it is. Other two are in Legends, yeah. So, yeah, the old ones, the Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast, I have both of those, and I have not played them. But I do know that those are after the Empire, the destruction of the Empire, in, yeah, Return of the Jedi. So, it's further down the line. Cal Kestis. I only know him from a Tumblr post where Yoda says, do a double jump. He can. He can do a double jump. It's by far my favorite Star Wars game growing up. I remember watching you play that one, but I personally never actually have played it. So, but I do have it loaded on this Switch. I could also throw that one in as a potential candidate down the road. Bounty Hunter was for me. Bounty Hunter was it for me as well growing up. I loved Bounty Hunter. I still love Bounty Hunter. I'm one of the few people who has every trophy in Star Wars Bounty Hunter. That's saying something because you actually do have to collect every single bounty alive for one of those trophies. Richard Pictures, welcome in. You're gonna be lurking. Thank you so much for just dropping in all the same. I appreciate you. I remember watching my dad play Jedi Academy when I was really little, and then a few years later I got his used disc of KOTOR. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I still need to play a few of these old ones for sure. I didn't get Bounty Hunter until I was a man. I did watch Sarge play it a lot when we were kids. Yes, Sirski, have a good stream, brother. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Okay, millions are dead and far more suffering. What a person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly? I couldn't see myself ever doing such things.
That is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such as?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side, but I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Cool. Helpful. Coder was my first real video game. I just fell in love with it. I don't think I'd seen more than just New Hope at the time either. Is that right? So this is essentially like your ground zero then. That is really cool. For me, it I mean, I had Mario games and Tetris on the NES when I was little. We had the N64 when I was, we got the N64 for Christmas when I was pretty young, and I feel like the first game that I'd ever truly latched onto, like it was life, was Zelda Ocarina of Time. So, yeah, that's just me. But it's cool that Coder is kind of like your first game. So, Bastila giving a moral lecture while Desert Brontosaurus grumble around her. Exactly. Ain't no better place for it, right? Heard about that big fight out in the dunes. Your talk at the lodge killed a dragon. How about that? Do I have anything to sell you? I'll have a look. I have a dragon pearl to sell. That is impressive. Don't get many of them. Hardly ever. They command a fun. Is that the right spelling for command? I don't believe that it was. Oh, we need to sell. There we go. It's down here somewhere. Desert raid pelts. Alright, and crate dragon pearl. Yes? Okay. Sorry, I was just a little confused at what it was warning me about. I'm like, yes, I'm pretty sure I want to sell this. Looking to see if there was some kind of a like they only had so much money scenario or something like that. Zelda and its systems were too expensive for my family. On gaming, any game I played had to work on PC. I played a lot of Carmen Sandiego. My wife, Kyo, played an awful lot of Carmen Sandiego as well. They played quite a number of computer games. We had Nintendo consoles while I was growing up. We had the N64. Well, we had the NES. We had the N64, GameCube. We had Game Boys, Game Boy Advance, DS. Yeah, all that stuff. We got a PlayStation 3 when I was, sorry. Excuse me, I know it's been a very long time, dear, but aren't you Bastila, Helena's little sister? Yes, it is you. I can see it in your eyes. My, how you've grown.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother.
Oh, yes. I worked for your father on an expedition years ago. Your mother showed me hollows of you before you left. Such a pretty little girl you were.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Don't be rude, Bastila. I didn't mean to take up your time. I just wanted to ask if your mother's condition has improved any since I saw her. Oh, there are other things you can do with the pearl besides sell it. My bad. Oh, you don't know? Oh dear, I just thought... I assumed that she had found you. When I talked to her last, she was desperate to find you.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
I'm sorry, dear, but your mother is very ill. So she told me. She didn't say anything about your father, however. I didn't see him.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
She's here on Tatooine, dear, in the cantina. You really should go see her, considering her condition. I feel like it's a trap. I guess we should see your mother, Bastila.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see.
Well, I guess we'll go and check that out. The way she pronounces her own name so odd, she says like Bastila. That's a little funny. I misheard that before. I thought she said I could see it in your thighs. I was about to reply, yes, I can see yours as well. Yeah. Yeah, my bad on selling the crate dragon pearl. I kind of just assumed that that would be all that it was good for. That human woman. I'm outraged at her arrogance. You, do all your species place yourself on such annoying pedestals? I'm sorry, what are you talking about? You should be sorry for sharing a species with that creature. I swear, Helena must be
It's like I have ESPN
must
or
be your
something.
word for pit raincore. How's it going, Larkin? Welcome in. How you doing? Helena? Bastila isn't your mother's name? Isn't that your mother's name?
Her mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Seen her? Human, you couldn't miss her if you tried. She strolled into the cantina like she owned the place. Is she still there? Probably. I don't think anyone else could top her attitude, so she won't be leaving. Won't be going back while she's
We should
there.
try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
You're actually looking for her? You humans, you're all out of your minds. Need some help for just a minute? Okay. Sorry, guys. Please don't go anywhere. I will be stepping away for just a couple minutes to go and assist Keo. Melar, you're heading out. Sounds good. Thank you so much for hanging out, bro. I really appreciate you. I will chat with you through Discord over the next couple of weeks for sure. I'll probably reach out to you. I'll probably actually see you in Moon's stream tomorrow. So, sleepy but good. Awesome. Larkin, I'll chat with you here in just a minute. I'll be right back, guys. Please don't go anywhere.
Sarge can be Sailor Venus because he's blonde.
By that logic, I could also be Sailor Moon. What's your point?
This is true. Well, I think Sailor Venus has the curly hair though.
Did you almost spit that out?
No.
Oh. Oh, that was very unsmart. All right, Mario. Now I'm going to give you a beating you'll never... What? Wait! Where are you going? Wait! Mario, wait up! Come back here, you chicken! Shoot! I did my job, Zelda. I did my job. Do yours.
Hey.
Rob.
Oh no! Oh! I know!
You put the stick on fire. It's gonna...
Okay, it's okay.
Blubba has a secret that he closely guards, and that secret is probably something that relates to his weak point. So, Mario, she's got a face about her. I feel like
She
this is the
looks up-
face. This is the face I always assume V has when she's talking to me.
Aww. Oh.
It's gonna really suck if she's not here to make a comeback about this. This is gonna be it. This is the best we can do. This is all we can do. Okay. Come and get me, bitch. Got it. And hold. 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 Now. Okay, we'll push that down there. May as well take the moment to go and collect the rupees, even though we can only carry about another 17 of them. Oh, wait, no, the wallet's 300. Ooh, cool. Oh, snap, that was bad. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red. Can we make it? Can we? Okay, we made it. You who have reached this point, proceed onward through the maze, and you will receive oh, goody. More. Yeah. Hey, buddy, you got something in your eye. It's your leg.
Sweet.
Oh, cool.
I'm flying. I can fly higher than an eagle. If you are the wind beneath my wings.
What is happening?
It's song night, okay? It's karaoke
Okay.
night. It's
Yeah, if you
karaoke
say so.
time.
We'll just take this. We'll take a picture of the other. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. I have no idea how I did that, but okay. So we just dealt 9,999 damage there. Rip. For you, boy, I prepared a most appropriate and humiliating death. I even have a pet name for it. I call it the Endless Plunge.
You're gonna humiliate me?
The Endless Plunge!
Wow, dude, wow, okay.
You worked on it for how long exactly? And oh, shh, Clank. Oh my hell! You are not. You are not. Okay, seriously, pick that up. Take that. Go. Ah. Frustrating moments in Ring Around the Row. Oh, I forgot that's a thing in this one. The roll stab. It's totally a thing in this game. And roll and stab. Roll and stab. Roll and oh, and swing. Not the Beatles! Beatles! Ah! I have no memory of this place.
Look at this!
By all means, Tricky. Whatever it is this is. I don't know what you're saying I need to look at, but you clearly seem to know your way around, so why don't you just go ahead and go on out there and show me around, yeah? Oh shit, we're being to him. If I come with you, maybe I... Okay guys, really appreciate you hanging out. Very sorry about the delay there. Kia was just getting a little overwhelmed upstairs and couldn't find the TV remote. And DLC wasn't doing any favors by asking for things every couple of seconds. So I appreciate you guys' patience while we got that sorted out. That's swoop registration. We want the cantina. We're looking for the cantina. How's Sarge and Knights of the Old Republic tonight? I think it's going pretty well. We got our second star map you've played this one before, right? Pretty sure you've said you've played this one before. Yeah, Pure Pazak chess. I'm very sorry for selling the pearl. If there was something else that we were supposed to be able to do with it. Hope it's not something that's like super detrimental. Yeah, and I'll have to step away here probably fairly soon because DLC's just getting, going to be getting ready to go to bed before too much longer. So, Helena.
Okay. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Castellano. It is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
Oh, I guess that our mother is well dead.
Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing.
Oh, goody.
Start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for Krayt dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a Krayt dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulted. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on
Jeez.
a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Haven't played this, but I've played a small handful of Star Wars games. Do the do. We currently do not have Mountain Dew. Shout out to Mountain Dew advertisements just randomly popped on screen. Oh, yeah, advertisements can be a little aggressive sometimes. Can hear Keo upstairs. Yeah. That's one of those things about this this wonderful house of ours, is that you can hear when people are moving around upstairs pretty easily. Oh, sweetie, it's always melodrama. Larkin got a new waifu confirmed. Who? Bastila? It's called Sunshine. Oh, I see. You're a villain, alright, just not a super one. What's the difference? Welcome to the Jungle's Rift Builds presentation. Sorry, I could have sworn I heard something behind me. Don't you want to find your father's remains, Bastila? What about your mother's sickness? Obviously, that's a farce.
What remains would there be? Krayt dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man.
What about your mother's sickness?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Now, Pure Pazak, if you're still here, could you tell me if there is actually going to be more Krayt opportunities. Crate dragon slaying. And what do you guys think? Should we go after the go after that holocron, or should we see about seeing our way out of here? Kind of inclined to think maybe we should go and find that holocron. Dear Twitch, I'm not watching this stream at 144p natively. That's recorded from a potato. This is 2023. You better get your shit in check. Yeah, as far as I know, my settings should be pretty good. Anybody else have issues with streaming from a very low frame rate? Or not frame rate, but resolution? Nobody else is having issues?
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but good hunting.
Have you on 720p 60 source. Dropped you to 144. Oof. Rip. Okay, so they said that we should check between here and the Sand People's Enclave. Yeah, now it's intentionally blurry. I don't know why the blur was necessary to indicate moving quickly, but does anybody have any particularly fun Christmas plans that they'd like to share about, or other holidays if you're into Yule, Hanukkah? I think Hanukkah is already ongoing, is it not? Could be wrong. I'm not very good at keeping up with these other holidays sometimes. And kind of crazy that as of tomorrow, we're only 9 days away from Christmas already. I am also interested in hearing if anybody has anything that they know for sure that they are getting for Christmas, what they're excited about. Or it can even be about a gift that you're giving as well. Tonight is the last night of Hanukkah. Thank you for letting me know. I honestly just not too familiar, so not something I've kept track of before. Hanukkah ends tonight. Kind of. Christmas gonna be slightly different this year, as it is the last couple. Is that different because of family dynamic situation, or you got some interesting plans going on this year? What's happening with my family for Christmas because everyone's now spread out? That can be a little complicated, yeah. Hard to know when everybody's just kind of everywhere. I don't see anything out here. Bastila still playing a role of mentor. Let's see. Nope, that's not the one. Bastila's mother agreed to consider her mother's... let's see. Bastila agreed to consider her mother's request to locate father's body, recover his holocron. It should be out in the Tatooine desert. likely near wherever Crate Dragon exists. Though Bastila did not promise that she would give her father's holocron to her mother, even if she did find it. So I think we actually do need to go out that way. My first Christmas in the new place. I mean, new places can be exciting. My, Oh, hello. There is a body out here. Who's this? Oh, you've got a thermal detonator on you. Cool. I think we need to check out this other direction. Yeah, something that Kyo and I are going to be working on in this next year is seeing about moving. Our place is kind of a little bit limiting in what we can and what we can do, and not very conducive for, as far as the area goes, for DLC to have as good an opportunity for making friends as could be. We're also not particularly huge on what's available for public schooling in the area, as some of the classes ratings around here are lower than most others in the district. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing about doing some house projects around here first, and then potentially moving closer to where our parents live, so that DLC will be a little bit closer to grandparents, as well as cousins who have now moved to that area as well. I'm just not seeing any other remains out here. Family primarily, they got their own solutions to solve, and for me, I prefer to have the actual family be gathered as much as possible. This year might just be some small relatives. Oh shoot, I'm wandering out into the desert, even though I'm not. Small relatives, but it is what it is. Well, as long as you have an opportunity to spend it with at least some of your loved ones, you know, it's not a waste. And you know, spending some time to give to others is really what matters the most out of Christmas, anyway. If that is your preferred holiday to celebrate and contribute to. Now, we've searched all of these bodies already. There it is, the holocron. In years past, Christmas has been kind of a little bit difficult for Kyo and I, because there's usually a lot of expectation for us to visit a certain amount of family members, or at least there has been this pressure in the past. And unfortunately, in the time that we have been together, we've never really had a Christmas that's been a little bit more just laid back, because we've just got so many places to be. And it ends up being a matter of trying to get out to see certain relatives all in the same evening. And with DLC now being being a little bit older, it just doesn't sit right with us to consider the idea of being out literally all day and not providing him an opportunity to play with the toys that he's going to be getting. So we made a determination with our families that we will be making a total of 2 stops this year. So we've got 1 stopover at Kyo's parents and 1 stopover at mine, which has never really been the issue. Everyone goes to my mom's house for Christmas anyway, so it always just ends up working out just fine that way. But yeah, with Kyo's family, it's stop by her parents, stop by her aunts, stop by her grandmothers. It's a lot. Best gift I've gotten was from my brother. I opened it during the final hours of unwrapping presents. My reaction lit up, and he was what it was the first pressing for one of my favorite fighting game soundtracks on vinyl. It was limited to 600 copies worldwide. That is awesome, man. That sounds like it is an item to cherish forever. Probably one of your prized records in all of your collection, huh? I'd actually really love to see that collection at some point, or at least some pictures from that collection would be really wonderful. Oh, gosh. We gotta do something else here. Juhani seems tense and wary of your presence. Perhaps you could make her feel more welcome by talking with her.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld.
Thanks for
We
that
did not
posture
see
check
each
and
other
hydrate.
very often, especially where I lived.
And where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Alrighty. One Christmas many, many years ago, I got a gift from my best friend back when Blockbuster was still around. That was a while ago. It was of the first Poke Park. Never heard of the game until then. I don't know that I've heard of Poke Park, which is saying something because of the history I've had with the Pokemon series ever since I was younger. I've missed Blockbuster so much. That place made me feel like a kid all over again. I heard that there's still one location still operating, and it's more of a novelty thing at this point, but the novelty of it is what's been keeping it alive. I think it's somewhere in Oregon. I'll definitely be posting some of my vinyls and CDs when at some point, for sure. That would be awesome. I would love to see some pictures of that. You know where to drop that, just in the pictures. It'd be dope. I would love to see them. There's one left, and it's in Oregon, and it's 4 or 5 hours from my area. I mean, that's a small road trip. Not really a small road trip per se, but you get what I mean. That is really cool, though. All right, Helena.
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And
Oof.
why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit.
That's difficult. Maybe you should listen to what she has to say.
You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother.
Sounds like you've already made up your mind.
You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Father loved you so.
Listen!
He wanted you to be just
What's up,
like
Keo?
him. He
It's
wanted
time?
to take you on
Okay.
his hunts, but I said they were
I'll be up
too
in just a minute.
dangerous.
I wanted to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts. I said they were too dangerous.
That's what she said.
Treasure hunting is a dangerous occupation. You let your husband go on these dangerous expeditions.
I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless
I'll be up
life
just
for
after
him.
this cutscene.
Always moving.
Keo.
I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order.
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone, especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but
Your treatments.
I'm dying, Master. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastila. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before I
know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Oh. You said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me?
I'll do my best. Or Bastila can take care of herself. Yeah, Bastila can take care of herself.
So could her father. That doesn't mean she doesn't need help now and again.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. That's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again when we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
Cool. I have no idea if we handled that correctly, but I'm assuming that that's what we needed the pearl for. Oops. Well, now I know. All right, guys. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting. Chevette girl, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a good minute. I don't think since Mellor's stream maybe a few weeks ago. Hope you're doing well. Happy everything, everyone. Is that wonderful time of the year where all the holidays are all being celebrated at the same time. Yeah, appreciate you guys waiting for me while I was putting my kiddo to bed. So, I think I missed a few here. So let's see how I remembered the membership card I've got from there. We're talking about Blockbuster. And if I recall, I believe I still have one of the original Blockbuster cases that was on display a long time ago, back when they did 4 to 7 day rentals. It was a long time ago. It was a very long time ago. And going to the places with the beautiful, intoxicating smells of popcorn buckets just felt so magical. There was a certain kind of magic from Blockbuster. Poke Park had you play as Pikachu searching for some of his friends. And you just play mini games with other Pokemon. It's a nice, relaxing games. Then they made a sequel where you could play as Pikachu and the Black and White starters. Still had the same sort of mini games. Is that right? I've really never heard of it. Kind of sporadic. I might still have a Blockbuster card. Let's go. That is awesome. That is so awesome. So, what's the new and exciting stuff for Chevette Girl as of late? Gen Y kids represent the millennial era. I'm kind of amused because there's all this talk lately about, you know, the millennials being kind of the you know, the range of 30s to 40s now, essentially. And just how wild that is, because I remember back in like 2015 when everybody was making jokes about millennials and them being ignorant. It was just like, cool. I am firmly Gen X. Nobody remembers. I mean, my mother's Gen X, so. Millennials now who are grandparents. Surprisingly, yes. But I mean, I suppose if you had your first kid when you're 20 and then that kid also had their first kid when they were 20, that would mean that you'd only be 40. So, yeah, that is kind of crazy that there are millennials out there who are grandparents. As for me, yeah, that's not anywhere close. Oh, right. I forgot about the Gizka outbreak. The Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Pet it. You scratch the little critter behind the nubs and that pass for ears as it coos enthusiastically in response. Pick it up, kill it, leave it alone. Gizka looks disappointed at the lack of attention and hops away. Hey, we should probably save. It's been a minute since we've done a save, so let's save. Barely prepared for adulthood, but somehow I've paid off my mortgage. I mean, that's a huge bonus. Okay. We're gonna pet it. Play a game with the Gizka. You play a game of peekaboo with the little creature, hiding your face behind your hands and startling it each time you appear. What fun. Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Should we pet it again? Coos enthusiastically in response. I really don't want to pick it up, but... Try to pick up the Gizka, but it wiggles from your grasp and plops back down to the floor. Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Guess we're gonna leave it alone. Okay. Really don't know what we're supposed to do about these things.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
We're gonna need you to make a security spike. Do you know anything about these Gizka creatures?
Are you sure you want to ask me about that?
As a matter of fact, I do. I would like to talk to somebody. Sure likes to coo like a pigeon. Drill, how's it going, bro? Everybody congratulate Drill on his big adult thing he's recently done. Speaking of generational gaps, he just bought a car. His this is the first car he's picked out for himself. So What about you? Do you know anything about the Gizka?
To you, Padawan?
You know if anything can be done about all these Gizka?
I do not know how to help you with that. I am sorry.
Lovely. There it is. Thanks for that resub with your Prime, bro. Appreciate you. 22 months now, almost 2 years. play a game with the Gizka. I mean, short of trying to kill it. Pet it again. Pick it up. I really have no idea what to do here. I think first car I owned myself was in 1998. That was a while ago. First time I've used my Twitch Prime sub on someone other than Sir Demetrius. I think that was one of those individuals you said you've been following for a while, right? Are they no longer streaming? Year before I graduated university. I mean, I really don't want to kill it. What about you, Zalbar? Do you know anything about dealing with Gizka? I know nothing of what you speak. How about this droid? You don't talk much, do you? Just chime in if you ever have any advice. Good chat.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know if anything can be done about all these Gizka?
I'm not really sure, but you can figure it out on your own, can't you?
How can I help? Yes.
Oh, shoot.
That brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn. How can I help?
Do you know if anything can be done about these Gizka on board?
I wish I could help you with that.
It's basically everybody's saying no. Nobody is inclined to help with the Gizka situation. What about you, Canderous?
Yeah, what do you want?
Have you seen all these Gizka on the ship?
So deal with it. Why are you asking me about it?
Cal.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Do you know anything about these Gizka?
Statement. I have little knowledge of that to impart, Master.
There's only one person left on board I have not yet talked to about it.
Got something on your mind, dude?
You seen all these Gizka we have on board?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Rambo. What are you saying?
Cool. I really have no idea what we're supposed to do with the Gizka. Okay, well, the only thing I haven't done is try to kill the stupid thing, so... Fragile creature's neck is easily wrung. Strangely enough, another Gizka shows itself a moment later, crawling out from between two panels. Huh. I mean, is there like something where we have to pet it so many times, or what the hell? I really have no idea. I have no idea what we're supposed to do about those Gizka. If anybody's got any kind of input or an idea for me, I'm literally all ears, because I really have no idea. All right. Might as well look it up. I mean, we could do that. Ask the good old Googlies. Let's see here. Gizka Invasion Side Quest. How do you solve a problem like the Gizka? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? Oh wait. Thanks for that, Loosen Up. Appreciate you. Okay. Start location, Tatooine, cutoff point when you reach the unknown world. Interesting. You'll have 3 options for getting rid of them. Only 2 methods will get you XP. The first and easiest way to get rid of them is to poison them. You can buy the poison you need from the vendor at the docking bay, Tatooine. At the bottom of this vendor's item list, you'll find an item named Gizka Poison. Simply buy this, then give it to a Gizka on your ship, and they'll all kill each other. Brutal. You'll get a... Okay, the other method for getting rid of it is to sell them to an exotic pet dealer on Manaan. On the planet Manaan, the docking bay area, you'll find a Selkath that you can talk to by the name of Nubasa. Offers to take care of your Gizka problem if you pay him 100 credits. You can persuade or force persuade him to take them for free, or if you have less than 100 credits, you can tell him you can't pay and he'll take them for free too. Alternatively, you can earn some dark side points and persuade or lie that the Gizka are special Gizka. Convince him to pay you 100 credits instead. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Well, I feel better about getting rid of them. It's a shame that they're not being bought off of us, but... And super loud cutscene! Wipe them out. All of them.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That seemed super necessary. What? I can't hear you.
Find Bastila.
Presentation.
Alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Oh. Swoosh. Interesting. All right. Well, now we got some more folks on our heels here. Tossing and turning with my very weird eyelids. technically you have the same amount. One died and one got added. This is true. Oh, you guys and your hydrates.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Revan Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manan is covered by nothing but...
Hi, Sora! Hello, Moon. It's just weird to call you Sora. Let's see. It looked like the star map was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
We did it non-stop. You had to go to the bathroom like 5 times. Good times. Man, I'd rather not do that again. Alright, Gizka, your days on my ship are numbered. Trying to do pooter stuff for tomorrow's stream. Pooter stuff? Tomorrow's stream? Oh, the birthday stream, that's right. That was for Scorn's comment. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, who do I want? Should I do Scorns or Scorns? I think the latter is correct. I'm a meddling rar. It'd be interesting to see what you got set up. You said that that one was going to be later in the day, though, right? I will try and make it in. Just kind of depends on how the day pans out for us. I think I was going to take Kyo out to the craft store. Because she has some things she needs to get.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny
Simp!
of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
All right.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It is alright. Why did the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Why don't you run them off of Manan?
Yeah, there's nothing we can do, though. The Selkath want to maintain their neutrality, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions.
I've been booped!
And that could lose us the war altogether.
And thus began the Boop War. Souls can't raise a hand against them. The Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions. What is Kolto?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto
Ramos.
is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
You put too many O's there. I want to play favorites. Why haven't they joined the Republic?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
I thought it was Halloween. It was a boop. Have you seen an ancient star map?
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
This particular piece is kind of pretty. I thought the scariest were red. That's something else. Tell me about Otto City.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here. What? Is there...
Yeah, we already got that information. I must go.
If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Yeah, I totally got that. Did you read the synopsis I posted the link for? I started into it, but it was also 5:30 in the morning, and my brain doesn't properly function that early. So, unfortunately, no, I didn't. Bastila seems to have something on her mind. Perhaps you should talk to her about it. So I wanted to read into it, and I got through what the information for the book is, but I didn't get in far enough to actually understand anything about Thrawn, personally. Speak to Bastila.
How can I help?
Why did the council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris proved that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
If the Force wants us to be together, why do you keep resisting my undeniable charms? Just seems odd that they would send me off without a master to guide me. It just seems odd they sent me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
Canderous, just chill out, dude. Get the feeling there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I guess that makes sense.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
You're the one who thought this was her big audition for masterhood.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn.
What can I say? It's fun.
Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time?
Yep. Hey, you brought this on yourself.
I started it. You were the one who brought up the issue.
Now we're
of the
gaslighting
council.
her.
You were the one who questioned our mission. You were the one who mocked me for thinking I was being tested.
Lighten up, I'm only joking.
You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad.
Complain all you want, but I know you love it.
I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come on, come, let's move on. There's much to be done.
That was fun. Public
I
soldier.
can't talk now. I've got to get this Colto loaded up before my shift is over.
Uh-huh. There's nothing down this direction, I guess. One of the fun facts of Heir to the Empire is that it is actually the first place where the central planet was called Coruscant. That's pretty fun. I guess... yeah, there was never a mention of Coruscant in any of the original trilogy, so... and I did read that that book came out 5 years after Return of the Jedi, so... Merchant. Greetings, human. And welcome to Ahto City Visitors Provisional Stand. We are here to provide visitors with all manner of indigenous treats and products produced right here on Manaan. We carry all manner of foods and provisions and have contacts with resellers across the world to provide you, the customer, with the best shopping experience possible. How is it that Ahto City Provisional Company can help you today? Tell me about Ahto City. Ahto City is the center of trade and commerce for all of Manaan. Indeed, for this entire sector, it's the only known source of Colto in the galaxy, and thus one of its most important worlds. This city was constructed by we Selkath so that other races and cultures could experience the wonders that Manaan has to offer. Tell me about Manaan. Manaan is the homeworld of we Selkath. It is here that our race has lived and thrived for uncounted millennia. With our valuable supply of Colto, we have become an important player in intergalactic politics. We have taken a neutral stance in the current galactic war between the Sith and the Republic, as we believe that violence is not a permanent solution. Is there another way in which I can assist you? Let's see the inventory. Advanced med pack. Alright, let's see what's down this way. Got a cleaning droid. Nubasa! Greetings, forgive me if this seems an odd question, off-worlder, but you have an exotic species for sale. Nothing dangerous, mind you. Exotic species? What sort of exotic species? Anything non-sentient and non-carnivorous will do, though creatures are easy to manage and preferred. Is that understandable? I have some Gizga if you're interested. Gizga, you speak of the small bipedal amphibians with the overly high reproductive rate, correct? Oh no, I'm afraid I cannot take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. If you are in possession of such creatures, I hope you keep them separated. If not, then you have my condolences. Persuade lie. Actually, I would really like to get rid of these creatures. Force persuade. That is tempting. Actually, I would really like to get rid of these creatures. Is there no other way I can convince you to take them off my hands? Do not think so, no. They have proven to be far too much trouble in the past. Okay, so I can either lie about it, Or I can poison them. I never heard of such a creature. I suspect you are merely desperate to offload your difficult circumstances onto another. Shame on you, off-worlder. I already know that the technical... Yeah, let's do this. How if we paid 100 credits as well? Would that help? Yeah, I suppose it would. I'm not looking forward to the trouble this will cause. But if it'll help you out, I will do what I can. Shall send some people by your vessel shortly to remove the Gizka. Good day to you, off-worlder. Wahoo! Leveling up. Leaving Auto City cameras deactivated. Okay. Wow, that's not frustrating at all.
Enough time to listen to your stories. Got a full shipment of Kolto ready to load before my shift is over.
Uh-huh.
Enough time to listen to your stories. We've got all the proper Kolto trading permits. So back off.
Oh my heck. We cannot be serious about this whole listening to this dialogue that we can't skip through every single time we walk into one of these areas. Sith docking bay, security clearance required. Oh, I think that's that. I've only got one more spot I can go to. Guess we gotta go through West Central. Don't know that I actually want to talk to you. Visitors area. Hello. Is locked. Must we,
Obey the laws here on Manan, human.
Good talk. Selkath Port official. Welcome to Manan. While you are here, I trust you will follow all the rules governing the activities of off-worlders. What are the rules exactly? The single most important law in Manan is very simple. Kolto smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying any unprocessed Kolto, you better have a permit. The other rule is also very simple. Keep the peace. Here on Manan, we maintain a careful neutrality, and we react very harshly to people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontations between the Sith and Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively. Is that understood? That's it. Only 2 laws? Don't be foolish, human. Of course we have laws against murder, theft, and other crimes, but these laws are hardly different than those of any other planet. Manan's neutrality is closely linked to our Kolto production. That is why I made a special mention of the laws regarding smuggling and keeping the peace. And you make neutral when the Sith are trying to conquer everything. The Sith respect the independence of Manan as much as the Republic does. As long as we continue to control the production and resources valuable as Kolto, we have no need to fear any conquering fleet. Should Manan ever come under attack, we would destroy the supply of Kolto and vanish beneath the oceans of our world. Even the Sith are not willing to risk the loss of a commodity as valuable as Kolto. You seem to have it all worked out. There's a docking fee of 100 credits. You'll have to pay this fee each time you dock on Manan, or you will not be permitted into Auto City. I won't be paying the fee right now. Make it 50 credits, you got a deal. Man, Board of Trade, Tourism, thanks to you, Offworlder. Here's a visitor guide and map for the city. Refer to it should you have any questions. Gates of Otto City are now open to you. You may come and go as you please, so long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you will have to pay the docking fee once more. Hopefully we won't see ourselves coming and going too often.
I don't know how much longer I can stay on this world. Selkath don't make it easy on us off-worlders.
Dalto Distribution Center. There appear to be a lot of Selkath around here. Sith soldiers, Republic soldiers. Vegas Glaive, how's it going? I love the Darth Maul emote. Welcome in. How's it going? We're just getting our first go here on Knights of the Old Republic. It's been a few sessions in, but having a pretty good time with it.
You're a friend of Jolee Bindo, and that Jolee has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. My husband, Sunry, and Jolee are old friends. Now Sunry needs Jolie's help.
I shall tell Jolee immediately.
Please, I beg you to bring Jolee to speak to me about my husband. Sunry's life depends on it.
There's this whole problem, though, about the subject about neutrality. I suppose we could level him up before we swap him out. Okay. Improved empathy. Jolee, I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Improved conditioning. Don't know that I've really done that much leveling for him. It looks like we got a few levels we can do for him. So Vegas Glaive, you are likely here because you enjoy Knights of the Old Republic. Would you consider yourself to be a veteran? We've had a few of those coming and going through here while we've been playing through this title. Destroy droid, disable droid, wound, slow. Might be useful. We have two. We have two we can work with. Force suppression. Cancel first and second tier force powers activated on the target. Affected force powers or force aura. These powers are instantly canceled. Target can reactivate them if force points are available.
Jolee, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
Oh, it's horrible, Jolee. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Laura. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Side questing. Love to see Disney stop making Skywalker era movies, go back to this era, make some movies and series about Darth Bane, Darth Revan, Darth Malgus, and so on. Just seem to want to keep rehashing the same crap over and over and over. There is some truth to that, yeah. Well, the thing that I think was the biggest disappointment to me, which we've discussed previously in prior streams, I'm really not a huge fan. So I kind of liked where they were going originally with the sequels, the sequel movies. I kind of liked The Force Awakens. If I'm being honest, I actually was kind of intrigued with that one. I also liked The Last Jedi, but The Rise of Skywalker, serious flop. And the reason for that had a lot to do with the fact that they had two different directors who were just completely contradicting each other. Oh, it's after midnight. Well, for some, not for me. So yeah, having the two different directors that contradicted each other made the sequel series just kind of really unimportant, uninspiring, and just kind of disappointing overall. But I did see an article recently that said that Disney has indicated an interest in seeing the Knights of the Old Republic remake coming to fruition. So I'm beginning to wonder if there might be some small glimmer of hope that Disney might put their money behind a studio to finish Knights of the Old Republic remake. I guess we'll see what happens, but you know, probably too much to get hopes up for it, but if there is any small glimmer of hope, I sure hope that it does actually happen.
So, do we have a deal? That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me? Don't be so suspicious.
But I would love to have some more High Republic era stuff.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Pretty sure that just goes back around. Yeah. Selkath Guard. Only the Arbiters are permitted in prison cells, human. I am sorry, I'll be going now. Huh, that was super great dialogue. Rogue One was good. I enjoyed Rogue One. I think I enjoyed Rogue One better than I enjoyed Solo.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments.
Super informative. Selkath. First two seasons of Mando were good. Hated the third season. Yeah, there's been a lot of dislike for season 3. I thought that those first two seasons were also very good. There was a loss of quality in the third season.
Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I'm aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly state your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Atto City Jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Okay.
I'm here.
Yes?
Manon should treat us Sith better. Their day of reckoning approaches. The Selkath have forgotten the lesson of Taurus. Perhaps we should remind them.
That good, huh? Only those on legitimate business should consult judges personally. For additional inquiries, Judge Salkar is available for consultation. The Fett series? Okay, so here's the thing, right? I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. I've always loved the Fetts ever since, really ever since Bounty Hunter came out. The advent of Jango Fett kind of what spurred me in that direction. Huge Boba Fett fan. I don't hate Book of Boba Fett. I actually kind of enjoy it myself. I know that it doesn't tell the story or really paint the character the way that all the fans were hoping that it would. But for me, I really enjoyed the FaceTime for him. I love that they kind of working him into a different character than the cold bounty hunter that he is known to be. And that's not to say I wouldn't love to see some other productions where he fulfills the role of the cold bounty hunter that he is. But I did not hate the Fett series. Book of Boba Fett was alright to me. So, I've actually watched that through now twice. And, yeah. So sue me, I enjoy it. I'm easier to please than a lot of other people, though. But for me...
What?
For me, I have to take it this way. I am thankful for Star Wars content. Even if it's not always the most wonderful Star Wars content, or if it doesn't follow everything that was previously established before in terms of legends or, you know, whatever. If they decide to rework a character's story a little bit, you know, I feel like I'm kind of one of the last people to argue. I just really enjoy having an opportunity to expound on characters and make them a little less flat, because having Boba Fett... Here's the thing, right? Having Boba Fett as a character who is only known as being a ruthless bounty hunter kind of makes him a little flat, in my opinion. Expecting him to just be this this individual who only has objective of fulfilling contracts and bounty hunting and showing no mercy in doing that is not a very compelling character arc, if we're being completely honest. Somebody who has maybe a little bit more motivation driven behind the reason for their exactness, their cruelty. Somebody who has, you know, the reason of, you know, this is what I have to do in order to survive in the galaxy that I'm in, makes a bit more sense to me, you know. That's might just be me, but personally, I found that the Boba Fett series was actually pretty fun. Since we're on that topic, and I can actually show a little bit of why I think the way that I do, by any chance, did you ever read the Boba Fett books? Want character development for sure. I just don't think Disney gave the character justice as to how he truly is. Oh, sorry, no, it's fine. Typos happen. We totally get it. So, I used to read this one pretty often as a kid. There's 5 in this series. I have the 5. There might be 6. No, I'm pretty sure it's 5. I didn't pay that much attention when I was looking at the shelf. I haven't read these in a long time, but yeah, Boba Fett Fight to Survive series kind of really gave some insight to Boba Fett that he is not innately this stone-cold individual, that he actually does have a little bit more depth to him, and that really him following the direction that his father left for him to claim that legacy as a ruthless bounty hunter. Did I like the prequels? Yeah, love the prequels. I don't love the scripting of the prequels, but overall what they are representative of, I think, is wonderful. Given Mandalorian, we know he's not ruthless. Well, there is that. See, the thing is that any depictions of Boba Fett within the Empire era, he is depicted as being ruthless. And I think that really the stories that are told between the Clone Wars series, the Boba Fett books, anything that has been previously put out there shows that there is a little bit of compassion that exists in Boba Fett. Something that is just not entirely set on being the ruthless bounty hunter. There is a little bit more to him than that, so. Yeah, loved the prequels. Yeah, I think the prequels are great. I think that their scripting could have been better, but I feel like that's almost like a curse of Star Wars a lot of the time. If it's not one of the TV shows, sometimes the scripting that's written out by George Lucas is just kind of a little bit not wonderful. But ultimately, the story that they tell, I think, is actually quite wonderful. How about them Phantom Menace? I know that film is notoriously known for its editing, inconsistent scenes. Some fans felt that the characters were outlandish. Vegas Glaive, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. I love the Star Wars discussion. I actually just opened up a Star Wars channel for additional discussion inside the Discord server, which now that I've mentioned it, Scorns will undoubtedly provide the link for. There it is. Some fans felt the characters were outlandish, uninspiring, and what they felt was unnecessary to be brought to the film. And top it off, the plot, pointless writing, and the cinematography during the time wasn't as captivating, say, like Return of the Jedi, for example. Yeah, the thing is that when Phantom Menace came out, I was pretty small when Phantom Menace came out, but I remember seeing that one in the theaters and just really, I was really just taking it all in, because we were huge Star Wars fans when I was little, and my mother was the one that kind of really got me into Star Wars. So I remember Phantom Menace coming out 99, going and seeing it in theaters, being very excited about it. Seeing any amount of additional Star Wars was just kind of was really cool. And we've just rewatched Phantom Menace. My wife Kyo has decided we're going to do the entire series over again. So we made it through Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. I played Republic Commando again, and now we're watching Clone Wars. And that watching the Phantom Menace has definitely kind of shown its age a little bit, I think. But yeah, the story in it was actually pretty good, I think. Darth Maul made that movie. It's a shame that Darth Maul didn't have additional face time in that movie. I think that could have been a great thing, but a lot of people complain about pod racing being the superfluous, irrelevant thing. I love watching the pod race. I love watching the pod race. I just love the immersion, the experience of, being involved in just the generalized Star Wars experience that is not necessarily about the characters. Just kind of getting in and understanding cultures, what things are, contributions to certain economies, or how certain things work on certain planets, understanding maybe the Hutts a little bit better. These sorts of things are just kind of fascinating to me. Getting to experience a world on a more immersive level is important to me. Now, who'd you say I needed to talk to? You said I needed to talk to a certain judge. I am Judge Shelkar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manaan. It is my task today to answer the needs of the off-world citizens of the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party you should speak with me, you should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manan legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial, and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
This is Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize the defense of your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elasso Horos. He has been charged with murder and is being held in Atto City Prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witnesses claimed to have seen the killing are being detained at the hotel in question, pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Elassa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case, and you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. There's never enough wars through your own stars, Padawan. So yeah, you've definitely wandered in with some pretty avid Star Wars fans. However, for a lot of us in here, this is our first time really getting to experience Knights of the Old Republic. We've been having a really good time with it. We're just not very knowledgeable about it, so obviously a lot of mistakes are made. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You'll find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you must make the request with the Warden. It shall be passed on to the judges. Sunry.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. So I thought. But the Cellcath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Mm-hmm. I'll be going now.
Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the Warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Alrighty. Well, we'll do what we can. We haven't saved in a minute, so let's do that. I kind of feel like this is not going to be as relevant to finding the star map as some other portions, but save!
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum. That was helpful. For Sheezy. Where was that individual at? Back here. Oh, that's the warden. Okay. Let's see. Holding cell. City Central. We have not gone down this way yet. Nilko Bois. Human, I wish to speak to you if you have the time. Greetings, human. My name is Nilko Bois. I hope you are enjoying yourself here on Otto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? It's truly a wonder to behold. You are too gracious, human. The beauty of Manan is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? There is a task I would ask, human Jedi. I fear there is nowhere else I can turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured there will be an ample reward for this, human. I only require information, nothing more. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is one great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. Why do you need me for this? Cannot trust anyone else. The Republic obviously wants to keep their secret. I've inquired often as to their purpose and been rebuffed. Sith cannot be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They'll twist the truth so that it furthers their own goals. And the mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. They would not report anything that might slow the flow of credits into their accounts. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions. I will pay you 500 credits.
I doubt the Republic would be involved in anything illegal. Still, if the Selkath has concerns, we could look into it for him.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Please, see if you can find the answers I seek. Find why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find where they are going. Find why they do not return. I'll look into it for you, Nilko. Once you discover some information, please come speak to me. Believe it or not, I am a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I shall do my best to protect the Republic's interests. And those of the Selkath, of course. It's kind of a statement against the Sith, though. Kind of a break in neutrality. Eridorian mercenary.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Echani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
What do you have against the Echani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done.
Kinda doubt
the
that.
The Echani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Eridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
That is something that is not entirely true regarding the Mandalorians today. This Eridorian is actually sounding an awful lot like a Mandalorian as is depicted in today's canon. I want to ask you some questions.
Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Eridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
Do you know about the murder of Elassa? Sorry guys, my eyes are starting to get tired.
On my world, those too weak to defend themselves deserve to die. A murder is justified if you have the strength to kill your victim. Is there anything else you would know?
No, I'll be going now.
Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
Can't talk to the Rodian behind them. Mandalorian
If
mercenary.
you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
Can I ask you some questions? Don't you hate the Republic for defeating your people? Charge for information at times are good. Right now I'm feeling generous, so I'll ask your questions free of charge. Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries? I'm gonna ask about Elasa.
Not really. They say some Republic war hero killed her. Maybe you should check out the Republic embassy.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
They ain't saying, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
Don't you hate the Republic for defeating your people?
I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak. So I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way. Not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Ajani. Or anything else you want?
I'll be going now.
So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report.
Greetings, human. My name is Shaelas. I have heard it said that you are no friend of the Sith. Is that true? Actually, I kind of like the Sith. They've got my style. Sith are a blight upon the galaxy. Though I suspect we have little in common, human, I share your dislike for the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I am not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay my hand. Still, I know that the Sith are evil. I fear what they will do to my people. And what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood. The youth who will someday lead this planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something, human. Something sinister. I can feel it. You want me to investigate these disappearances? I'll give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter. My personal wealth is not vast. There is no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Ahto City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I shall look into these disappearances for you. I cannot imagine where to begin the investigation, though I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps the Off-Worlders and the Mercenary Enclave know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth, I will reward you as promised.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
Simpering. Simps. I'm investigating the recent murder of Elasa. I hear you Sith are taking an interest to the Selkath youth. Hey.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
Searching for some ancient ruins, or maybe a long-forgotten star map?
Are you some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
Also investigating the recent murder of Alasa.
What is there to investigate? Obviously, Sanri is guilty, but the Republic is doing everything they can to keep him out of a Selkath prison. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks.
Yeah, so you've said. Think if I do a baritone, a transparent purple with hardware would look cool. A transparent purple with hardware. Yeah, I mean, yes. What color hardware were you thinking? Gold hardware. Very royal. Yeah, that would look pretty good. I mean, you are working with royal colors there. Gold and purple. That'd work. I'll be going now.
Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who
offers? Jeez.
Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Sith negotiator.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Uh-huh. Well.
Sorry, but I'm not looking for a contract right now. I'm waiting for that guy from the Republic to come by. Yeah, they say he's paying double wages for mercenaries right now. Whatever the Republic is up to, it must be big.
I hope that one way or another we're gonna end up hearing about all of this.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation.
I want to ask you some questions.
I prefer to make my credits gambling, but I never turn my back on an opportunity. Maybe this can be a profitable exchange for both of us.
Do you know why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries lately?
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you ask the mercs? Better yet, go down to the embassy and ask the Republic. You done wasting my time now, or you got some more questions?
Why are the Sith so interested in Selkath youth?
I might know a little bit about this, but telling you might put my life at risk. And that don't come cheap. See, I can give you a leg up on investigating what the Sith are up to. But it'll cost you 200 credits.
How about you tell me what I want to know, and the Manan authorities don't find your body washing up on the shore? I'm your friend, you want to tell me what you know.
Yes. Yes, I suppose I do. I want to tell you everything I know. I don't know what the Sith are actually up to, but I know who could tell you. The Iridorian mercenary. Spends all day in the mercenary enclave, and everyone gives him a wide berth. The Sith were cozying up to him real good a while ago. Go speak to him about this. But be careful. Them Iridorians have a nasty reputation.
Thanks for the tip.
That's all I know. You want any more info on the Sith and their schemes? Go talk to the Iridorian. You done wasting my time now, or you got some more questions?
Nope, I think I'll be going now.
So clear out already.
Ah, and dark side points. I love how that's considered a dark side ability. But what can you do? You want to go home and rethink your life. Oh, Obi-Wan. How dare you fool that poor bastard. Posture check and hydrate. You got it, Scorns. Coming right up. Oh, the water. I'm gonna have such a stomachache after this.
I am not for hire.
A mercenary who's not for hire, that's strange.
Why do you care? mercenaries you can hire, though I suggest you act quickly. The Republic seems to be in desperate need of mercenaries right now. Though not so desperate they have asked for my help as of yet. They prefer the simpering, submissive type.
I want to ask you some questions.
Ask whatever you wish.
Have you heard about anything about the young Selkath going missing?
Perhaps. But my business with the Selkath is my own.
Maybe the Selkath would be interested in your activities? How many credits would it take to make your business my business?
This is the way of this water world, is it not? Pathetic creatures bargaining with credits for what they cannot seize through strength. My people are warriors, not sniveling merchants. I am of sterner stuff, human. I seek blood and death, and my reward is the taste of my enemy's fear. Take your credits elsewhere. My price is too high for the likes of you.
Just got you like a Selkath preparing an Orcana array for lunch. We've saved recently, right? Water good, Mountain Dew bad. If bad, why taste good? They shouldn't do that.
Your threats are mere words, nothing more. Here on Manan, such bloodshed is not permitted, as I have been told time and time again.
But we are not your enemies. We are your friends. Tell us what you know.
An Iridorian has no friends, though I feel a strange kinship with you.
Coffee, perfect. Welcome in, Reaper.
Even the Sith here do not understand our kind. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring a Chani for the errands they had me running.
What were you doing for the Sith?
The task paid well, but was boring and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith.
So you brought these youths to the Sith. And then what did you do to them?
And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would ask of me, human?
Oh, why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them.
Have you heard anything about... Let's see. And then we're pretty sure we went over this already.
On my world, those too weak to...
Okay. And we're done here. Alright, and I didn't have to trick him myself, thankfully. Human, you return. Have you information for me? Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkath youth? Have you news of my daughter, Shasa? I have information for you. Sith hired an Iridorian mercenary to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith base. See, this information is useful for a start. It does little to explain the truth of this matter. We must know what purpose the Sith have for these youth. Are they prisoners of the Sith? Are they even still alive? I must know more, human. I must know what has happened to my daughter. This is mean I don't get paid. I'll look into this further. I cannot officially ask you to enter the Sith base, human. That would be a violation of Ahto City strict neutrality laws. However, I fear such a brazen act may be the only way to learn the truth. Entering the base will not be easy, and should you be captured or killed, I will have to disavow any knowledge of your actions. Reaper loves Duncan Hill's coffee from Deathclock. I wish I could be more of help, human. We'll wait here. Return to me when you have something more to report. Ooh boy, I feel like we might have just gotten ourselves into some steep stuff. What did this guy want? Discover the Republic hiring mercenaries. I'm still looking into it. I feel like the best thing we can do about that is to actually investigate by joining.
I'm in the middle of a...
Maybe you could hire me.
I don't know if you've got what we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If you want, talk to Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy and see if he can find anything for you. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
Okay, so north. And east. Yeah, your directions make no sense. Good afternoon. I suppose it is afternoon somewhere now, isn't it, Iron? How's it going? Good evening to you. What are you up to this evening? Or afternoon? Yes, I know Bastila has a level up.
Jolee, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolee. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
It's afternoon for me. Been playing DLC for Scarlet. I've heard about the release for that. My brother was really excited about that release back on Wednesday evening. So, but I guess it must be good if you've been playing it all day. Can't wait for full release of Tekken 8. Yeah, you guys are real hyped about that Tekken 8, I can tell. So you don't have a problem with Malak and the Sith?
I want to stop Malak as much as anyone, but I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
Any non-Jedi in our group. Just with a lightsaber and Force powers. Accurate. Thinking of streaming a Pokemon Nuzlocke. Do it. I actually do know some other individuals in the community who do that. Even though he's joined your group, Jolee remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you.
Got some.
Why did you decide to come with me?
Got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Ulleran mating season. Ugh, frightful.
Uh-huh. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, says the Jedi ordered to kill his best friend for having left their order. So you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
You annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that.
Andor, huh?
That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
Volgler from House? We just watched House, and I'm having trouble placing that individual. I have to look it up. Oh, right. That was the arc, the dude who had it like invested in the hospital for a minute. That's right. Yep. Try to shut down the hospital by voting everyone out, treating it like it was a business. I'm like, I know that voice! I was pretty young myself when it happened at the time. I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring. How young were we talking? As boring as a story? So why didn't you leave?
Well, he had a much better food dispenser than you do. That and the fact that even I wasn't an altogether impatient twit. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Andor killed Krat, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you probably expect, though. Well, Andor
No, those poor alien dudes are just
invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed.
I'll let more people here to get confused.
Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
Can't even be sure Andor was responsible. What does that have to do with you coming? Let's see. I just be irresponsible.
Are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1,000,000,000 to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some
Yeah.
evil Sith Lord, you know.
Yeah, you did.
Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoot.
Alright, that felt super productive, I guess. Oh, this doesn't actually go somewhere. I thought that it would. Where does this go? East Central Courtyard. Iron Man cameo! You're famous! It's Captain Gantu and Lilo and Stitch too. Oh, yes, yes he is. Never made that connection.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, not with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core
Cicero.
worlds.
That's
He
it.
wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
They do kind of look a little bit like Cicero, don't they? Shady Rhodian. Let's go talk to the Shady Rhodian. Why do you bother me, human? I do not wish to speak to you. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. I am not here to give you knowledge. Do business with me or leave. Business? I trade and sell Pazak cars for those who have interest. If you have interest, then we can do business. Otherwise, leave. Fine, I'll leave. Good. Super helpful. If you recognize Basilo's performance to Jennifer Hale, those who don't know who she is, she also did voices for Mass Effect, Baldur's Gate, Metroid Prime. Really? Metroid Prime. Bioshock Infinite, and she did the animated voices for Cinderella in the early 2000s. Fun fact. What voice performance would she have done in Metroid Prime? You're just gonna be annoying until I do something about you, huh? Alright, fine.
Yes?
Sure.
She voiced her, never
Hey,
mind.
this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
This is a public street.
Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowards.
Uh-huh. Cleaning droids. Door. It's the voice of Samus from Metroid Prime and 2. I don't remember any dialogue that she actually... Well, I guess... She didn't do dialogue, did she? She has some voice acting for, like, grunts and cred.
You got any armor plating for my spook bike?
Yes, I have a fine piece right here. A little dented, but still serviceable, and a real bargain at that price,
I thought
too.
this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
My store. I'm sick of you, Sith, and your stupid jokes. I've got real customers to worry about. I don't need you coming in here and making fun of my inventory every day.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Toll? What toll? This is my family's land. Well, was my family's land. If you don't pay no tolls, then we don't eat no rolls. She also did number 86, negative number 86, and Mrs. Beatles from Codename Kids Next Door, which is a show I never really got into. And resharing that Discord. Thank you so much, Scorns. Here to mock me as the Sith, or do you actually want to buy something? I'm not here to make fun of you, I'm Sarge. Please forgive me, I had no cause to be so rude to you. Sith make such trouble for me, and my business have been slow. That is no excuse for my tone, I apologize. Please, let us start off on the right foot. Welcome to the used goods store of Yortal Ixalis. If there is anything I can do for you, or can I help you, all you need to do is ask. I'd like to ask you some questions. I fear I will be a little help in providing information, human. I spend most of my time here in my shop or out collecting inventory. And at night, I'm too exhausted to do anything even return home and sleep in preparation for the next day. I do my best to answer your questions, but I cannot promise to be much help. Are the Sith involved in recent disappearance of the Selkath youth? I'm investigating Sunray case. Yeah, probably. I know nothing of this trial, though I find the facts hard to accept. Sunray was a famous hero of the Republic, hardly the type to commit murder. I would not be surprised to learn the Sith have framed the poor man in the effort to embarrass the Republic. The Sith have no conscience in such matters. I'd like to look at your inventory. Stock is all secondhand. Advanced repair kits. Yeah, probably want a couple of those. Droid heavy plating type 3. If I were playing Pazak, I'm sure I would have a lot more credits for this stuff. We should save before we wander into some place that we shouldn't be. Spyro's gonna be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. Never played Spyro before, so it'll definitely be interesting.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
I have business with the Sith.
Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know how to get in, then we don't want anything to do with you. Now back off.
Alright, I'll be going now.
Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside.
Spyro 2 is my favorite. I have played but never finished any Spyro. Yeah, I'm only electing to do the first of the Spyro games. Kind of like what we did with the playthrough for Crash Bandicoot. We didn't play all three, we just played one of them. Although I wouldn't mind playing some more of them. Sparkplug, how's it going? Welcome to this handsome fellow living the Force. Doing my best. Doing my best. Just moving my way through this game as best I can.
Know you. You're the arbiter. Shouldn't you?
How you doing this evening, Spark? How was the rest of your stream yesterday? I'm gonna ask you some questions.
You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like.
Yeah, about the Sunray case.
I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else?
Well. Right. So this is what? This is the Sith Embassy? Yeah, thought as much. Just making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum. It was good, just got a lot done, but I don't know how close to done I am. That's the hard thing to know with those Souls games sometimes.
To speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Hey Juju, how's it going? Not good, oh Sparks, don't forget the souls that you do not pick back up. Hope they're still there. Google why you hate me so much. I mean, it happens, man. That song is a bop. I have to remember to pick those up. Definitely make sure you don't drop your souls. Don't drop your souls. That would be bad.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Everybody's so rude around here. Swoop registration. I mean, not that I'm interested in doing swoop races at the moment, but, wait a little, Xena. Hecta Jax. That's a shame Kyo's not here. She'd be, making mentions about all of the Twi'lek babes standing around. Like 75%, I think. Take me home. Especially in the prison levels. My name? Oh yeah, you missed the Twi'lek babes. It wasn't Prison King, it was swoop registration. Aw, man. Go back. I mean, there wasn't that much to see. They just way like chicks. Guess we have to go back, guys. I'm sorry. My bye wife has spoken. This is the way. Cool, backtracking. I was saying you don't want to drop your souls in the prison. Oh. Oh! No, no, you don't. Alright, Kyo, here you go. What do you want? You aren't a racer, you're a nobody, so just leave me alone. Oof. Ooh, nice.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an auto print, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Leave me alone. I need time to prepare for my races.
Alrighty. Just want to ask a few questions.
Get it over with.
I want to ask you about you and racing. Do you know about Banana? Yeah.
I know that if you do absolutely anything wrong, you get locked up.
Not bad at all. Missing some clothes.
I'm surprised they even let us race. Wouldn't want the crowds to get too excited. Excitement makes people unpredictable or something.
Don't. Nah, she's just fine. Alright, we backtracked specifically for Kyo. That's so getting clipped. Go for it. Love you too. Done! Oh yeah, I see my phone just light up there. Scorns is posted in clips. Winning the internet. Okay. This place is starting to confuse me a little bit, honestly. It's a general store. Some Sith. West Central Courtyard. Lost my souls in the Dragon DLC that was 5 million in the best kill me. Lost for good on first run of the game. That sucks. 5 million wasted souls. 5 million. It kind of really sucks. I mean, I know that's just the way that the game goes. I did all of Elden Ring, but kind of really sucks when you drop that much and you have so much of your progress undone. It hurts.
The fighting between the Republic and the Sith is spreading farther. I wonder how long before Manaan becomes a battleground.
Juju's been through the ringer. I mean, I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it. I don't even have one soul. Not a single soul was had. Plateau West. Trying to remember. Lost the Dragon Sword as well, so I have to kill him a second time. That is rough, buddy. That is really rough. Might make a party to kill that beast. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's not worth throwing yourself at the same thing for that long. Okay, Republic Negotiator, tell me where we're at.
I'm in the middle.
You could hire me.
I don't know if you've got one. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
And yet somehow I missed it. Yeah, they threw like too many side quests at me here. F for Juju, seriously. The last count of sword that I have to get for have them all. Oh no. North of here, past east, and another north. Got it. Totally makes sense. Let's say it said first, past the first courtyard, east, and then another north. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think it's been almost a year now since I've played any of the Souls games. I was working on Demon's Souls about January/February of this last year, so. Republic Embassy, there it is. Didn't think to check here.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
I am on a mission with the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
Seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manaan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Gosh. What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Ahto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get into the Sith base? I mean, we already were needing to go in there anyway. Love this game. I'm really tempted to just go through it again. You should. His directions are terrible, more terrible than Google's. They're almost worse than girl directions, right? Am I right? Psycho Stick, anybody? Girl directions, girl directions. SP move. Yumi and Spark on Dark Souls 3 for the Durung fight. The problem with that is I would love to, but I haven't even touched Dark Souls 3. I have no files started with Dark Souls 3. I caught it. I caught it. Of course you did. Of course you did. If it's music related, Scorns is gonna know. Scorns is gonna know. Yeah, so as far as Dark Souls goes, let's be honest. Dark Souls makes Kyo nuts, as a matter of fact. There's no pause button, which means that if I get in the middle of something, I can't put it down and walk away to go and address another thing at the drop of a hat. And if it doesn't have a pause button, it makes Kyo nuts. So, yeah. I've been kind of a little bit of a break away from Souls games, per se. I mean, I just did Jedi Survivor, but I feel like that is just a little bit different than playing something like Dark Souls. I mean, combat-wise is a little bit the same, but there is just enough of a difference. As far as Dark Souls 3 goes, I'm probably not starting it anytime soon. If I had a file, I would love to play with you guys. I'd just jump right in and get that figured out, but yeah, unfortunately, I just don't know. How about Castlevania Stream? I think some of you guys really wanted that, and you guys almost got it, too. Yeah, I closed the community poll just earlier today for anybody who was wondering, and Spyro Reignited was the winner for the community poll. But yeah, Castlevania almost got it. Castlevania almost had it. Yeah, appreciate you posting that link again, Scorns. Yeah, Juju, when I get around to doing the Souls, or when I start doing Dark Souls 3, I'll be sure to let you know. I mean, if you needed help in Elden Ring, I'd be more than happy to. Oh, you didn't vote? I had that poll open since October, so I'm sorry if you didn't get the opportunity to vote in it. Yeah, the community poll was open from October 10th until just today, so I just barely closed it. So I figured with over 2 months with it being open, it was time to shut it down and declare a winner. So, but don't worry, there will be more in the future as well. I don't get on Discord often. It's fine. Not everybody does, and that's completely valid. Resident Evil Revelations 2. I have not. So, Hellblade 2 stream. When that comes out, I would love to. I came by to say hi, but I'm off to bed, have work in the morning. Sounds good, Spark. Thank you so much for stopping in tonight and hanging out during the last stream for me for 2023. I will say, yeah, it's just been so great to get to know you this last year, and look forward to, you know, getting to know you even better in the next year as well. No, I have not played Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil Revelations 2. I just kind of have like this really large list of Resident Evil games and Dark Souls games, and really I have a long list of things that I really should get around to that I just haven't had time to do yet. Resident Evil, I know. I kind of think that maybe we could do some more Resident Evil here on this channel in the future as well. But like I've said, I am going to be taking some time off of streaming here in the for about 3 weeks, and then once we finish Knights of the Old Republic, we'll pick up on Spyro Reignited. Start the game with no guns unlocked. That sounds pretty intense. Does it give you a combat knife to work with? Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to know kind of like what my list of games looks like as far as like what I have played, there is a third-party website that I use to do my trophy hunting. So it's called psnprofiles.com. I'll just post the link here. So if I shit, 1 second. One second. Alright. Juju, if you go ahead and click on that link, that will pretty much take you to a website that has a breakdown of all of my accomplishments on PlayStation, which includes all of my Resident Evil experience. So, not a lot in there, but I am sure that Scorns could probably help you out with stuff. I have to grind 6 level 100 max IV EV Pokemon, gonna take a minute. Oof, that's gonna be a minute. 2024 gonna be my platinum comeback. Better do it. I'm catching up. Can't let me do that. I'm only like 15 behind you at the moment. 15 or 16. How do I get into the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
You'll never defeat me! Interrogating the prisoner sounds good. Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Encrypting the pass card sounds good.
Good. It is a very intelligent and skilled individual who can crack the matrices of a Sith encryption system. But there is one last method you should know about in case all other options fail. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I think I'll decrypt the pass card.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
All right. Although I feel like the interrogation would be the easiest thing to do
Get
overall.
into the Sith base, eh? Huh. Good luck. You're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
I mean, honestly, with the way I've got that set up on a timer, I might not even need it with how often you post for me. Streamlabs stealing my thunder. Let's see. Have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. What kind of holes?
The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. The second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part.
All right,
But I have
King,
to
we're gonna
admit,
need your
all
help.
This is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix. I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
All right, save. Where art thou, 144 Forgotten Kings? Status pending. Continue loading rep op layer success. Decrypt Sith pass card. Slice Republic system for a spike. I have 10 spikes. Accessing additive matrix 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 4, let's see, so 4 plus the 2 before it is 3, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 7 is... That's not how that works. Art thou in need? Give me 1 second. I'm just thinking. $22. The answer is 69. Nice. Terminating additive matrix. Too bad there is no 69. 18, 16, 15, 15, 16. Is it back to 18, you think? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Yeah. Mario 64. 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. Accessing, that's it. 132, 81, 64, 25. Mario Kart 64, Paper Mario 64, Mario Party 64. All the 64s. Star Fox 64. 3! Pick number 3, my lord! You say 6? Do you know the Evil Peach version that would have come out in Mario Tennis game? And she's the boss of Wario and Luigi, Waluigi. Is that... I thought that, Evil Peach is the, like, Bowsette, but I thought that that was fan-made. I wasn't aware that that was actually something, something actually pushed out, officially. 0, 8, 3, 3, 2, 5, 28. I'm so lost at this point. Success. How about that? Loading, rip-op layer, success, command query. Item received. Once you have entered the Sith base, retrieve the data module, return to Rowland.
Hey, great! You sliced the encryption on those cards. They change the codes regularly, so you'll have to use it pretty soon or not at all.
Ah, cool. So I guess we're on the way. Save! I love Matt. Not Bowsette. Peaches, 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 peaches. More saving. Ask for a favor? Absolutely. I feel like I owe you one for helping me with the with that sequence, because that's the peaceful resolution that I wanted to use, but public security clearance is required to enter. Damn it. Intelligence officer.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little
I'm gonna
while
send you
ago,
a crude
snooping around
mock-up. Let me
outside
know what you
trying to
think.
get in.
Okay,
We
sounds
thought
good.
he was suspicious and brought him inside when the
Wa
Cellcath
Peach
was
is her
looking.
name.
But it
Wa
seems the
Peach?
Sith have done a pretty good job
Weird.
of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet.
What did they do to him?
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Not right now.
No problem. He's not going anywhere for a long time.
That is pretty neat looking, King. Do you mind if I show it to everybody else? Patrick Stewart aged well. Go ahead. Sounds good. So, this is King's... Oh, sorry. Let me just change the scene real quick. Whoop. Sorry, I know that kills the audio for a second, but this is the mock-up that King has put together. What do you guys think? pretty good looking, in my opinion. Baritone. Very purple. It's not necessarily a bad thing. What's behind this door? The Visitors Hotel. Hey! We were wanting to go here. Ignis.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Like 90s version or 80, which is good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. 38 and 5/8 inch scale. Have another purple guitar. It's my Extura that I have in dropped B. This one would be in dropped A. Gotta play in that low tuning. Take it to G. Play you some Lorna Shore. Or Whitechapel. So we saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure? Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You could testify it happened after he left.
No. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever.
Get your Republic buddy off. Context? I could pay you 200 credits to say it.
No. No.
Fine.
What do you want?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa? Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Bazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? He can't...
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone on after he left?
No. What do you...
I have no more questions. Locked. Can I?
No problem. Didn't work.
Skill too low. Now let's put mission in the party.
Huh? Gotcha.
A med pack. Huzzah.
What?
You here with the Selkath? You have questions for Glupor? Glupor already say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder of Alasa. Glupor tell everything to Selkath. You not know? Glupor have no reason to say not to say. Glupor tell everything. Everything about murder. Everything in the Sith Lady's room. Well, what did you see? Did not see murder. Oh no. Glupor did see the Republic guy, the cripple. Sunry his name. Glupor thinks. Glupor see Sunry running away from scene of crime. See nothing else. Nothing else at all. Especially not in Sith Lady's room. Why were you at the hotel? Why about Alasa's room? Just curious to see what had happened. Glupor have no reason to go into her room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor? How do you know someone played Glupor? Well, Sith man came into Glupor after murder before Selkath arrived. You say, give Glupor good money if Glupor put metal into Sith's hand. Glupor good. Glupor plant evidence and leave no trace, but Glupor not recognize Sith man anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so not bother to tell them. Well, that, and the Sith man say he killed Glupor if Glupor speaks. Glupor think he can't talk more right now. Glupor feels the need to lie down, maybe just stay here. Yep, planted evidence. So then... Oh, does that door not open? Feareth me, huh? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna take your credits.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too?
Thanks for that.
Damn fish, everything
Thanks
I
for the
knew.
clip.
What more do you all want from me?
I told that damn fish everything I knew. What more do you want from me? What do you know about Sunry and Alassa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
Oh. Well then. You mean Sunry is having a relationship with Alassa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith master?
Well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Uh-huh. What did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking.
Maybe if I tossed 100 credits?
100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else.
I don't want to have to keep using Force Persuade, guys.
You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
Uh-huh. She was a Dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Yep, I just keep falling further and further down. It really seems kind of rude that I keep losing my light side points to needing to use Force Persuasion.
You, Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. The many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Alassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Huh?
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Mm-hmm. Then just give it to me.
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Uh-huh. Must rejoin the party first. I swear. That blasted girl. Mission! What the hell are you doing? You dummy? Okay, so I need to do a little bit more poking around. Public soldier.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen.
Have you managed to...
I am
Time. Hey, if you got a problem, go talk to our diplomatic representative. Don't bother me.
Restricted access.
No problem. Didn't work.
Yes?
Ah. Oh.
Yes? Huh? Gotcha. Damn it.
What?
Specifically, Republic security clearance is required to enter. That's a shame.
I'm
Oops.
here. Huh? Hey there. What can I do?
No.
Okay. I'm here. Huh?
Access restricted data archives for 3 spikes. Downloading Sunry incident archive successful. The computer screen switches to a fisheye view from some sort of small surveillance device on a wall. Beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. Ooh, scandalous. As she walks farther into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry murdering Alasa. Oh boy. Call me RLG. Welcome, RLG. What quests am I doing? I'm currently working on the, well, I'm actually kind of juggling a few of them. Thank you so much for that follow.
What?
Currently working on the, so we're trying to figure out what happened to the Selkath children. We are also in the process of trying to figure out what happened with this murder, and, also why the Republic is hiring all these mercenaries on top of our main objective. So basically all 4 side quests are kind of getting juggled at the same time, seeing as it's all kind of interconnected with each other. So, although admittedly, you happen to come in just as I'm getting ready to wind down for the evening, but I have been really enjoying my time with Knights of the Old Republic, so I really appreciate that follow. We're gonna probably play for just another few minutes, because I do kind of want to see a little bit further into this, and sadly I am about to take a holiday hiatus from streaming, so unfortunately I'm not going to be back on Twitch until January 5th. So, but yeah, I've been up since 5:30 a.m. and current time is now 11:42 p.m. I'm wearing out. Getting kind of tired. 3 weeks without Sarge. Oh no, I know you guys are gonna have to make do with chatting me through the Discord server in the meantime. Speaking of which, thanks Scorns for sharing that link again. So RLG, how big of a fan are you of Knights of the Old Republic? How many? I'm assuming that you've had many a playthrough. And just like that, they let me walk in. I guess they couldn't actually do anything to me now, could they?
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
I have a pass card.
Your pass card is out of date, and I don't recognize you at all. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately.
Shit.
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Yep. Yep. All right.
What?
Well, we're in it now. Tried doing that, never worked. Few playthroughs. For instance, I know who your character really is. I have no idea who my character really is. Yeah, this is entirely my first playthrough with this game, so completely new for me.
Didn't work.
Skill too low. Just to disable the stupid thing? You idiot. How was it? Sealed door. Permanently sealed. It's not necessarily permanently sealed. I'm sure that there's got to be a way. If there's a will, there's a way. Alright. It's time to level you up. I have 5 points available. Computer use. Yeah, let's... Or is it security? It was in security, wasn't it? Access electronics locking devices. When character invests points in the skill, becomes target doors, container, security spikes, and grant bonus. Yes, that's the one we need, not computer use. Oh, I see. Put in stealth as well. It's a big spoiler, I won't say anything. That's appreciated. Yeah, we're just making our way through. I want to say what this is, maybe like the halfway point in this game. Maybe. I mean, we have 2 of the star maps. I know we still have some work to go, but pressure door. It's filled with water. Transfer to an adjoining pressure chamber. Oh yes, we should save. I'm actually a little amazed. I haven't died all night, but then again, a lot of what we've been doing this evening has been more on the exploration side for this place. Not a Jedi Guardian because they can jump to I mean, I can jump to enemies, but I don't know, I guess it just doesn't always do it. Ah, some dark Jedi. Excuse me. Now we just lost Bastila. I guess it's a good thing we just saved. Well, it looks like we're gonna get that death after all. Yep. Maybe we could have handled that better, but I'm tired, guys. Who wants to do the honors? It's, Death Plus. Obviously not. Okay, so the only holiday I like, Halloween, the rest is for everyone else, not me. Christmas is my favorite time of the year, so... yeah, guys, I'm fading. I'm fading fast. Woo! Rip, I know. I know. This is probably as good a place as any for me to quit for the evening, though, but, RLG, appreciate you stopping in and giving that follow. I hope we see more of you in the future. So, before I sign off for the night, I just want to take a couple minutes again. So, when we started the stream, I had a lot of big things to say. Oh my gosh. 95 biddies! Oh my gosh, thank you for streams in 2023. Thank you for being a real one. See you in 2024. I appreciate that, Scorns. Thank you so much. Have a good sleep. Merry Christmas, New Year. Exactly. So yeah, at the beginning of the stream, we did the Twitch recap where I really was able to give proper thanks to all of the community and for the to share just how much this has grown on me. I mean, not really grown on me, but how much the community has grown in this last year has been really kind of impressive to me. I've just really enjoyed spending my time with you guys here on Twitch in the last year, so really a big thank you to the community for, you know, coming and spending time with me, making this whole thing worth it, because this is already more than I could have ever hoped for when I started streaming a few years ago, so it makes it worth it. Really just kind of enjoy spending all my time with you. Have fun, chat with you soon. Yeah. So I will still be active on Discord, but yeah, I am going to be taking a break from streaming to spend the time with my family, seeing as I am a father of a wonderful child. He's 3 at the moment, so yeah, wonderful 3-year-old. I would rather spend Christmas, you know, paying attention to him, giving him all my attention, but I will still be active in the Discord server. And I will return to streaming on January 5th, so that'll be Friday, to resume this Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, yeah. And since Christmas is my favorite holiday, I just want to take a second and say Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. Keep taking care of each other. And you know, look out for each other, because you know the world that we live in is a very uncertain one, and you know, we all just need to band together and provide the amount of friendship and help to each other that we possibly can. So, single sadly, but I understand. Have fun on your holiday break. If I were single, or even if it was just Kyo and I would probably consider more just continuing streaming, but. Yeah, I gotta do what's right by my family, so, but yeah, massive thank you to you guys. I'll chat with you guys through the Discord server, and I'm already looking forward to streaming again on the 5th of January, so. And I get you deeper into the metal spectrum for 2024, just going hard, it's right. RLG, join the Discord, thank you so much for that, appreciate that. Yeah, you'll be able to keep up to date with what's going on here when I get back to my streaming, as well as just chat with us. There's activity in there pretty much every day. We got the memes, we've got music, we've got foods, we got pics, we've actually just opened up a Star Wars channel because it's relevant enough. So, you know, it'll be awesome to get to know you a little bit better if you want to participate through our Star Wars channel. We got movies, TV shows, you know, video game discussions with a few different channels open for frequently discussed ones. So yeah, it'll be awesome to get to know you better. So thank you so much for dropping in with us this evening, and thank you everybody, like I said again, for making this all worth it. So I do not have anybody that I wish to give stream to or give the raid to this evening. So yeah, have Merry Christmas, have a great weekend, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all of the other holidays if you're participating in anything such as Yule. I believe that Hanukkah and Kwanzaa are now both technically over, but I'm not entirely specific or sure on the specific dates on that. So but yeah, whatever your holiday is, happy holidays. I will catch you guys in the new year. I have to figure out what your Discord is called. Oh, it's the command center. It's Sarge's command center is what it's called. So, but yeah, I'll catch you guys here in January. So until then, stay safe, stay awesome, and yeah, we'll chat with you guys in Discord. Have a good night.